Take your raw stuff, bring your know-how. Try not to jack off. It's time for night, it's time for dark. There's no need to fight, so come and get stuck naked.
What's happening? Who knows where the show is going?
And the host
So
go
many
nuts.
options, so many.
There's no time to be lazy. They'll be up in your guts.
Started a
It's time
little
for
early.
night, it's time
But
for
here we
dark.
are.
There's no need to fight.
How's it going,
So
Team
come and get
Sunrise?
stuck
Hey, everyone.
naked.
Let's go.
Naked.
Jessica Bizzle.
Naked. Naked.
And Meister
The
is
lights
aboard
go
the meat
out.
pile, man.
And the crazies come to play. Take your
That's my
Roscoe
thought.
shout. Up with the night.
Lady
and
Luna
down
is
with
supposed
the
to be able to hear
day.
you. I
It's time for
fucking hope.
night, it's time for dark. There's no need to fight, so come and get stuck naked. Naked.
Oh yeah, the song's going. That's true. Still can't make what you're saying over the music, man. Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thought? Well, everyone, here we go again. Another day in the Discord, looking for hosts for Locale Dark. Now, again, anyone can hop in. If you're a cash cow or higher, please join the Discord, go into waiting, give a presentation. Let's find out how you're feeling, how you're doing, and then let's give you a chance to become a host on the LCU. Chat, how many of you watched yesterday's episode? It was fucking like what, 10 hours ago, 11 hours. I'm tired. All right, I'm pulling these multi-streams every day, doing all this stuff. It's draining, but it's fun. Jump Cut Drama says, hosts, you say? Yeah, come on in. If you want to become a host on the LCU, you want to get your opportunity, this is where you can do it. Tech is never going to make me a mod. Oh, dude, Amber Heard's turd. Well, we'll talk about it starting next week. I'm too sleepy to make major decisions. I couldn't even decide between 2% and whole milk in my cereal this morning. I don't trust myself to drive. Get up there. Guys, I'm looking for someone. Anybody. Just give it a shot. It doesn't cost you anything except for a cash cow membership on any of the locale channels, hopefully this one. And then you might become a host with a paycheck, with a community, with an audience. I'm even interested in Michelangelo trying out. I see Michelangelo. Jessica Pizzle as well. Come on up. I don't know if she wants to. We had a conversation at the fan meetup a couple weeks back. I don't know if she really wants to be a host on the channels. Don Vader. I love you, Tech. I love you, Don Vader. If you wanted to give a tryout, just come on stage. Have a conversation. Let's see what you can do. It might be that it's very early for people to hop onto a Discord call and act like a little bit of a fool, you know, get a little loud. I get it. Some people have families, some people are at work. That's just how it ends up being. Pirate Contra, no co-host? Man, I wish. I wish there was someone here. But no, just us. You can come on, Pirate. You want to try out to be a co-host? Come on in. BB Phil, Tech could probably handle Twiggy. That is true. I could definitely handle Twiggy. Twiggy is like the ultimate bottom when it comes to like being handleable. No issue with that. I think he comes built in with like, oh, is that? 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 Is that Grim?
I'm on my way out because I got to move between corporate buildings right now, so might as well talk to you while I'm driving.
Hell yeah, Grim. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Uh, people in the chat saying random Grim spotting. True. Also, random Grim internet off the mobile plan.
I know what it's like to host alone, so I'm here to come help you out, man. You hear
No.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. No worries. If I had a host alone, I would
Alright.
end up just doing whatever that guy did on Nerds to Your channel. Just start lifting the shirt, start stretching the waistband. If we had to, we had to.
That's exactly it, bro. How are you, man?
I do want to say, since the facial hair trimming, you're more handsome. Oh, did it die?
More what?
You're more handsome,
No.
Grim.
Bruh, don't do that shit to me.
I'm not even
Come on.
I'm not even joking.
No, but-
Before it was like, okay, maybe I'll put like a $5 bill in his cup, you know. Maybe I'll say a prayer when I get home. And now it's like okay, do you own one car dealership or is your dad like a dentist? Oh, and his internet cuts out again, boys. But we love Grim. We're getting a great shot of his armpit.
Sorry.
No worries. Welcome back. Again, chat.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
We do want to do some tryouts. We do want some people to hop in. I love that Grim's here to bounce off of if we if we get a little slow. Anybody at all, just hop on in.
Anybody.
I'll take
so-
them all.
Bro, best part is, this is so relatable, because this is the issue that I had whenever I was working on tests. Like, whenever it was just me, I relied on people to hop on and to give me, like, ideas, because the whole point of the lockout test was, like, people give you ideas about shows that needed to exist, right?
Yep.
And, bro, I would sit there fucking, I'm talking about hours on end, waiting for some motherfucker to come up and tell me, oh, yeah, we should do lockout sports or lockout paranormal every single fucking time, dude. It made me want to fucking put a gun in my mouth, I swear to God. Shit was awful. But, yeah, I can't wait till you actually have a host hop or somebody hop on. Oh, there we go. Look, Scott to be. How are you?
Oh, you just recognize him. That's great. Scott, you're muted on Discord. You have to click the screen. Not your mic. You just the Discord has you muted.
10-4. Good morning, fellas. How you doing? Locale Dark in the morning.
Welcome to Loco Dark in the Morning. Drama alert, dropping 50 gifted memberships.
We appreciate your support for your own show.
That's it.
That's great.
A big one. That's good. Fantastic. What's going on, guys?
We're having a great morning. I've double knuckled my Adderall, and am now shooting back some Monster Peach energy drinks. I like the flavor of TV static. That's really what it is.
You gotta like that.
Scott to be, thank you.
What's up, buddy?
For coming in. What makes you want
I
to
felt
be?
like I needed to just show up and say, "What's up, buddy? How you doing?"
I'm doing well. I'm
good.
Not really. I'm having a shit time.
They've been bouncing you around. You've been going everywhere. You too. Fucking. I got Grimm's over there. He's now on the road. I see. So that's cool. But Tech, man, you quit last night. You quit on Keen. What'd you do?
That's true.
What?
Locale Live was having a special event where Keem could not be angry about what is happening. Right? You could tell him anything.
He held his own. He held his own. I'd say he got the W on that one.
He did get the W. You could tell him anything, and he wasn't able to retaliate afterwards. Right? So I hopped on. I was like, I'll get him upset. You know, he loses whatever that he loses the Madhouse. He loses this. Beans makes a mistake. You know, Roxy's threatening to quit as well. And I was like, what if I just hop in there and be like, yeah, I quit too. Fuck it. He did not give a shit, dude. There's no change in his face when I said it. He was just like, yeah, okay. It was.
Okay.
I felt warm and fuzzy inside. I was like, that is a corporate manager that I need. Is someone who is just not afflicted by emotions.
He's like,
He
fuck
stood.
you and everything you care about. You know what's really funny? There's some hosts there doing some good good moves on trying to piss him off. Like Boogie, for example, eating obnoxiously and being disgusting. Even had Beans hop on with the blonde hair and talking about mermaids. Batgirl also did the exact same
Yep.
thing. But in my opinion, this one top of the fucking cake, right? The tip top, the cherry on top, right? One of the hosts for Nerds decided to hop on, and the moment that they hopped off, like just before they were about to hop off, made a reference to an old mistake that Keem made years ago, where he called somebody a certain slur of sorts,
Hey.
and that got a fucking rise out of him. He was like, he was definitely irked by it.
That was pretty funny, and pretty much I saw Keem he stayed stoic. He was pretty strong in this. But when Boogie started ordering food or checking pizza on the phone, you could just see Keem went, shit, it's falling apart.
This motherfucker, I swear to God.
I do want to say,
and then Rastoff is eating.
I do want to say, Jessica Pizzle, TTS is not on. I don't know how to set that up to be fucking frank. I know how to do it when I'm like at the actual owner of a channel, but not the editor. I'll find out from Boogie. He said there was a way to do it, but I'll do your TTS in the Vato voice. TTS check. Make sure it's on entice the crazy LCU fans to spend their rent supporting the Mexican singer. Thank you for spending your rent money on me, fool. By the way, Scott, I see you're like
your rent money, spend your food money.
Yeah. Yeah, lose weight, don't lose your house.
Exactly.
True. Boogie.
True.
Yeah, this isn't the time slot to talk to any of the stuff I messaged you about, Tech Protect. So,
I know.
I started telling you, and you were when we were on test one night, Grim, and you're like, you cut him right as he's about to tell his Batman origin story. Yeah, you did fuck up there. That was pretty brilliant timing, guys. But hey, okay. So I still got that story to tell, but it's probably going to be down the road a piece now that you guys made yourselves wait, anyways. So
True.
Yeah,
true.
like
what's happening?
So we
just
are.
Go
ahead, Grim.
Oh no, I was gonna say just a little bit of background about Scott to be, in case you're not already aware, Tech. This guy knows an awful bit about conspiracy. So if you want to go into that rabbit hole with him, trust me, it's a journey. It's a fucking journey.
I call it more about government cover-ups and hidden information, hidden knowledge. So I don't call it is conspiracy, but I don't like to be labeled a theorist because I shy away from theories. I just try and bring what I can to the table, what I can base in fact. So,
Okay. That's interesting. Sticky says no, please no. I don't know what that means, Sticky, but there you go. Scott, would you want to be a host on the LCU?
I was interested in maybe trying to do something different than what I see going on because I like that 6 to 10 a.m. slot on the East Coast and trying to morph this into kind of a drive time scenario to get people aware of, stuff because a lot of people get in the cars in that morning hour. And shit, if we just get the voices talking about some of the news, and that might be a good shot to go into what happened last night and yesterday in the locale universe, so just a thought, a 4-hour show then might be a cool show. I actually have some friends in the radio business that have done that. I've been on some shows and I have ideas that I could bring to the table in that. And, obviously I'm kind of I'm a songwriter, so I've got a bunch of stuff that I've produced with AI now, but they're all my lyrics. So, I'm not just saying AI here, give me an idea for a song. I'm accomplished songwriter myself. I mean, I've written and recorded in 12 or 13 different genres. I've had songs on the radio, not nationally, but regionally, and 2 or 3 of the genres, I think. I had a couple studios over the years, but done a lot of crazy shit, man.
Hell
Kind of
yeah.
like you, Tech.
Yeah, no, I people always say, Keemstar says, check DMs on Discord, made you a TTS. Okay, I will figure that out. Thank you, Keemstar. Yeah, I've had a crazy life, right? And I've been talking about it on a lot of these shows. I'll go over like some things I've done. Like, I wasn't officially a part of a band, but I did play as like an alternate for a ska band here in Las Vegas, which was fun. It was yeah, I played drums for a ska band.
What
out here.
instrument?
Drums,
Oh,
drums, yeah.
drums.
And not it wasn't the recording I did, but that band ended up going to like Battle of the Bands thing on the radio here locally. And I performed it a couple times, like, you know, for little gigs. Scott, please stop telling stories. It's way too early for a nap, says Keemstar. Scott, one thing I want to bring to the LCU when I'm looking for a host is someone who's going to be an all-round entertaining person, right? I see people like, no offense, CD-ROM, but CD-ROM, he has a note, right? He has an angle. It's, I'm the Christian guy who knows technology, right? But I want someone more like Buff Weeb. And I know Test and those boys have had issues with nerds. But like Buff Weeb can hop into any of these shows and be entertaining. And when he's on Nerds and they have Nerds topics, he knows what he's talking about. He's involved. So it needs to be someone who's going to be able to market well to the other audiences, right? And support them, but also promote us. Do you think you'd fit well talking to Becky Boot on Queens?
Sure, but I'm an OG, so I'm going to come from a different perspective. I'm going to be more of the Tina D kind of aspect where, you know, I do think that I have a lot of people that I know throughout the years, but nobody knows me in this media at all. So will anybody come or get attracted to it if I brought them to it? I don't know. I don't really even care. I think I could bring new people in, but the thing about it is I'm just overall eclectic. And yeah, I can piss fucking people off straight up, piss people off because people don't really they don't naturally take to my demeanor. They don't take to my voice inflection. They don't take to, and I have an air about me where, you know, maybe a little bit too cocky about some of the rights, freedoms, and principles that I talk about because I have done the deep dive on studying based on having gotten fucked out of, you know, position in life. I had literally worked hard as hell to create a lot of stuff. And based on lies, cheating, and, you know, well, courts that are just defunct and, you know, devoid of morality anymore, you know, I got screwed. So I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to find out what statutes, policies, and codes apply to them. And now let's flip the script. So it's now not going to be the loudest one. I'm ready to be the legendary motherfucker.
Hell yeah. I am going to say we're going to do a poll in about 2 minutes here. Grim, someone sent me a DM and they said, please don't say that I sent you this. But Scott is like Timu Jaffe. How do you feel about that comment?
You know, I probably agree with it to some degree, except you did ask him a question about how he would interact with you know,
the other channels
on Queens, and it doesn't seem like you got quite a good response. So here, I'll ask it from a different angle. Scott, could you tell me if you were in a room with Becky, would you fuck Becky?
Oh wow, we'd have to put some ground rules on that. As long as she didn't fuck back. I mean, I'd have to just. I mean, is that?
She throw back on you?
Jesus Christ, she starts throwing that shit around on me. I don't know if I could handle it, man. I am old and weak these days. I mean, fuck. If 4 asses coming at one guy, I'd be like, shit.
4 ass cheeks, fucking woo!
And then she starts bouncing balloons. I mean, she looks like a fucking balloon smuggler. I'm not kidding.
Seth looks at $5, says, I would be good for a show because people hate my voice. Is an interesting selling point. I mean, that's kind of true. One question I asked all the people auditioning was, which host on the LCU do you hate the most? Tell us why.
That's interesting. I think Boogie's.
Hope everything goes well.
Thank you, Grim.
Peace, brother.
You said Boogie.
But he's just an inauthentic prick. He's like, you know, he rolls with whatever he thinks everybody else wants. I mean, he is an entertaining guy, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's something inauthentic about him. I can't really place it. It's like he makes me think it's a grift 90% of the time. That's just being honest. Now, as far as just flat out personalities I don't like, Becky is a witch. She can be straight up a witch. I do like Tina D. I think she's OG. Um, Keem is interesting, but I think he goes up and down when it goes into, the management of us all. I think he's a very smart guy, but I think he should really take the time and put together a management team. I think that if he did that, then the fat camps, this thing coming up in his property on the 4th, it'll all be better because he'll have, basically
A
an
better
outline,
support
and then he'll
staff.
have
Yeah,
people.
I hear you. I do want to say we're gonna try and audition as many people as we can today. We put up a poll. I think I want to see you come back, but after I've asked people who they hate the most, I need them to say "fuck that host." So you said Boogie. I need to hear you say it.
You need to see me say "fuck that host" for Boogie.
Yeah, you'd say "fuck Boogie."
Fuck Boogie. Fuck Boogie.
Fuck
Fuck
Boogie.
Boogie.
Fuck that
Boogie.
dickhead.
Listen, Boogie can suck a dick in public. I don't give a fuck about Boogie.
Damn, you heard it here first. Scott doesn't give a fuck about Boogie. Thank you, Scott, for coming around. We're going to be inviting you back another time, okay?
Peace. Thanks.
Michelangelo.
Tech for tech.
Is this where you officially try out to be a host?
I already tried out to be a host on Aussie before you got to try out.
How'd that go?
Well, bad since I'm not on Aussie.
Oh, dude, the chat knows who you are. Yay, SSO Mike. Oh, Josh Block. Oh, my Joshy's here. The GOAT is here. You've had
Put the fries in the bag.
the fries in the bag. You've had a small following across the network, right? For your multiple appearances on shows, your commitment to the community, making pretty funny memes. Not gonna lie, guys, I do giggle at his memes. It's not a full belt, like not a laugh, like aha, but it's like a. I go. I've been a fan of like your personality for a while, right? I've thought it was funny, it's entertaining. I like you. Now, we want to find out, why do you want to be a host for Locale Dark or just on the LCU?
I could be host on Locale Dark or anywhere that I could get hired because I have the autism brain, so I have a different out view of the world, and I'm not gonna like take 12 months like Eric to like make a Lego video or something.
How
So
if we task you to make a Lego video, how long would it take you? If I sent you all the pieces, how long would it actually take you?
well, I mean, if I don't know if it's stop motion, but I could like put Legos together and like kind of just move it with my hands and make a video.
No, it'd have to be stop motion, just like he does it, or how he's supposed to do it.
Oh, I'd have to learn. I need like I guess you need like whatever like a photography camera.
It's a
to
camera,
like,
yep.
to do the one picture. So I guess I'd have to learn, but I probably could do it maybe like a month or something.
You hear that, Eric? Are you fucking listening? I might just end up sending him the Legos, Eric, motherfucker, and a camera.
I was gonna steal Batgirl's idea and do the Lego set with her, but they didn't bring me in when I was in waiting. So
Fuck it. By the way, same. I have to ask this question to you as well. Who's your least favorite host on the network?
okay, so this is a good question to ask me because for the longest time, the one that I guess didn't like the most, I actually recently squashed the beef with is Glammy Lammy. So if it's not her anymore because now Rastov made me a stand for her, and I'm not allowed to be mean to her. So now I would say it's Nightmare. Did you kill a fly?
I had to turn my fan off. You hate Nightmare? Why do you hate Nightmare?
Well, I don't know how long you haven't when you started watching the LCU, but way back once upon a time when in the mid era of the Twiggy and Rastaf arc of Ozzy, he would be like a regular call in on Rewind, and they would like let him sit up there a long time, and then he'd be on Ozzy and he'd be sitting up there a long time until eventually he became a host. But I think I think I can't remember exactly, but like I like must have I think I was like, oh, okay, see, he was saying I was like crying, like, but like I wasn't crying, so it's like being upset, but there's no like actual tears, but whatever. Anyways,
So he
I was
lied
just
on
like,
your name. Is what happened. He lied about you.
yeah, yeah. I think it kind of happens a lot. Like, so, I think I was catching up on the shows last night.
Keemstar, welcome in. Thank you for the
Good,
50 gifted.
Hi,
good
King.
morning, good morning, guys. If you're on a 50 gifted, upgrade that shit to cash cow. What you doing? $5?
That's true.
You get the
Five.
real membership for $5 hairs.
You can join the Discord. You can try out. Keem essentially gave 50 people a discount on trying to become a host on the LCU.
True.
Come in. Come talk to us. Shoot your fucking shot. Let's get you a famous career working with the legendary Killer Keemstar. Keem, how do you feel about SSO Michelangelo? You've seen him for a while, right?
Yeah. I guess I have a question about like sexuality, right? Like, so if you're straight, you're like, obviously into the opposite sex.
Yeah.
If you're gay, you're into the same sex. What if you're into both sexes, Michael?
It makes you bisexual.
Makes you what?
Bisexual.
Bi. All right. So look, there's this thing where like there's the North Pole, right? But then there's the magnetic North Pole.
Yeah.
And it's been moving at an alarming rate.
Yeah. Were you aware that I think it's every, my numbers may be off. It might be 2,000 or 4,000 years. The magnetic poles of the Earth will switch. It's happened before in history where the South Pole, at least the magnetic South, was up top. It fluctuates like
and
that.
They know this 100% because they can see how the magnetic stuff is aligned in ancient rocks, so they can see that it was in fact flipped in the past, right?
Yeah.
So this is the alarming thing, because when that happens and the poles start shifting, it makes the magnetism of the globe, if you will, right, weaker, right?
Yep.
And you need like a strong magnetic force field on the Earth to stop a lot of the like solar stuff from the sun, right?
That's
like,
true. Yeah. Solar flares are like misdirected from the Earth because of the magnetic poles.
And with it weakening as of recently, one of the leaders studying the soul Jesus Christ, the sun, right, has come out and he said the reason for this blackout and remember when all those countries in Europe had a complete blackout?
And in France or Spain.
It was just like a regular day on the sun, like nothing crazy happened. It was just that the magnetic force field of the globe weakened. That's all it did.
Yeah, potentially would shut down all electronics on the planet. A big enough solar flare would fuck up the entire planet's electrical grid.
Yep.
Are you prepped for that? Have you done any prepping for like EMP prevention?
Well, I'm prepped for all kinds of stuff, but I mean, it comes to a point where, how prepped can you be? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think, I think you live for a couple of years, but like life is completely changed.
Yep.
And at some point, yes, you can get by comfortably for like 5 years, but then it's like, you do have to go back to hunting and gathering, right?
Yeah, you're a big outdoorsy guy, right? I've seen you talk about enjoying your ATVs, right? Going on these trails. You like cutting grass, which I think is cool. I'm Mexican, so they got a job I had early on as a kid.
Makes sense.
What do you think your first steps are in a world without technology? Like no electronics, no GPS.
So the first thing I would do is lean on all my support locally, right? All my friends, all my family. Like I would instantly start feeding a lot of people and taking care of a lot of people and sharing up my resources, and then basically naming myself president among this community, right? Yeah. So instantly give resources away, become the leader because I control the resources, right? Which I've stockpiled a bunch. And then once I'm in that position of power, then I can really like manage a group of people. I'm good at managing people, right? I have dyslexia, like extreme dyslexia, and ADHD, and so those two things allow me to like see a lot of mess and like organize it in a coherent way for some reason. So that's the position that I would want to be in.
I think that might be optimal. I think we've talked about how you manage the property with you have people renting the land for agricultural purposes. I think you're probably the most set up person in the LCU for this type of event because you have a community that's already associated with you that does like self-sustain itself. In terms of like power stuff, what do you have right now that is a power source on the property? Are you doing solar? Are you doing hydro, wind?
We're just getting into solar now. One of my main assets is I would say about 10 or less people are fabricators that I'm like very close to. And some of those people are family members and they're amazing fabricators. So if we wanted to, start plugging into these streams and pulling energy from that, that would not be hard. These are really, really smart people. I throw fabrication jobs at my uncle all day long. Like right now he's fabricating a lift kit that this company fucked me over on just to fit one of my side-by-side machines.
Do you have enough fuel for vehicles on site for like a month? Is that something you've prepped for at all?
No, but once we switch over to solar, we'll be able to power like a Cybertruck.
Oh, fucking solid. Are you familiar with the company? Go ahead.
Fuel for a month? No, but that is something in the works.
Or have you worked out having a vehicle that works on like biodiesel? Because I think that's like the most common way for preppers to like imagine what they would do. Because you can't really go get fucking gasoline when shit goes down, right? But you can make biodiesel at home.
I feel like a lot of these questions would be yes if the right person was here, like in my group, to answer it, because these guys know how to do anything, Like I'm not big into hunting. I like guns, but I don't like killing animals at all. But I know people that are expert hunters that I would task to go get dinner,
Yeah.
Like,
I think it might be reasonable. I don't know, because you said you don't like killing animals. One of the best meat sources for like living off the land and being away from like, grocery stores is like rabbits, right?
Yeah.
They produce the most amount of protein per like investment of food source out of any like home stock animal that I know of. That might be an option to look into. And then do you know the company Enron? They're a big like power company in the US.
The one that ran the big scam? Wait, no, I'm thinking of something else.
No, and Enron is like a power provider for a lot of the country.
Yeah.
Recently, they made an announcement that they're working on a nuclear reactor for your home. And I know it sounds crazy. They call it the egg. And you can plug it into like your power grid. And it's supposed to be able to provide enough power for your like 6-person house for 10 years without maintenance.
I have heard talkings of that, which I would be surprised that they would want to get involved in something like that because I feel it would take away. But it just depends what does that cost? Because at like $200,000, yes, it might be a decent investment or something. But like I don't know. Like, what is the energy cost over? You said 10 years?
I think it's 10 years. It may be 20. I can look into the cost, but I'm pretty sure it's nowhere near 200K. No, yeah. So they're saying that when they go to market, it'll be anywhere between 19,000 to 50,000, depending on like what you're looking for like lifetime or power supply. That seems reasonable.
That would be an easy buy, but I just these are one of these stories that gets announced and then like inventors get shot in the head and they've committed suicide. Like,
yeah, what happened to them? They went swimming one day and they're gone.
Yeah.
God, all these questions are things that I've really been invested in. I've told you my background with DHS and the shit that I was taught, right? because my specific training is for the National Incident Command System, right? It's how the government reacts to either natural disasters or man-made disasters that could fuck over like the U.S. population. And so all these things that I think you're working on to like make sure you're a solid, safe guy for whatever happens to you is stuff that I really am interested in.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Ashton Forbes?
Yeah, he does like content online.
Yes, Ashton Forbes. He's the one that's like obsessed with the missing plane.
Yeah.
And he thinks some high level like technology made the plane disappear. We need to get him as a guest on Dark. I got to shoot him a DM, but yeah, I know him well, and he is really into this alternative energy stuff. His research of that missing plane, what is it, Malaysian flight M77 or something? His obsession with that has taken him down some crazy rabbit holes. And every single day, he's just boom, 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 boom. MH370, thank you so much, chat. But yeah, he'd be a good guest to have on Dark.
No, solid. I like the movement. Did you watch Dark last night?
I didn't, but I heard that I heard things got spicy because there was a guest named
Pupstar.
Pupsel?
Like Keemstar, but Pupstar.
Oh, Pubstar.
She's a person I know from outside the LCU. I sent her a personal invite. I've seen her show like up on some streams. She's not a streamer herself, but I was like, this girl's entertaining. I need to get her somewhere. So we tried her out. The audience loved her. 78% votes in favor of her getting a show. People are suggesting that she goes on Milkers. People were suggesting like everything. Like she fits in a lot of places. She's in school right now studying, I think, neuroscience or neural something, like the research into like how the brain works and how to like prevent like head injuries for like football or whatever. And then she also studies like political science, which I don't know how you feel about that, but she's also funny. She's had a lot of like life experience. Is
she available for Milkers today? Let's throw her on, because I did like skim through to see who this girl was. Attractive, right? And she knows how to talk. Like, it's surprising how many people like try out to be on a show that cannot communicate. Like they literally are. It's like, what?
Yeah, no, she's amazing. I have known her for a little bit now. And I was waiting for the next time we had a audition here on the LCU to pull her in. And it just so happened that it's a show that I was running. But yeah, I'll send her over the information. I reached out to her this morning. She didn't respond, but to be fair, I think I saw DMs from her that were like at 4 a.m. my time. So it was like 5 hours ago. So she's probably asleep.
Somebody in the chat, Lily, said Goonstar. It's like, okay, look, when you're looking for an entertainer, one of the things that is a plus, right, is attractiveness, guy or girl. Like if they're an attractive person, you know, that definitely helps. Does it mean you have to be attractive to be on a show? Absolutely not. Look at Roxy.
that's pretty true. I mean, if you
Roxy looks like she gave the apple to Snow White.
Roxy looks like her sweat is congealed.
Dude, this bitch is crazy. I am not joking. I don't think people truly understand this story. I know it was talked about, but like, let me take you the long path through it. All right. She needs to get 2 monitors for the computer that me and Mike have paid for. All right. One of the monitors is HDMI only, and it needs to be a display cable. So we sent her to Best Buy. On her way to Best Buy, she goes, send me the link of which monitor I need to get. I sent her the link of the monitor she needs to get. When she gets to Best Buy, she doesn't look at the group chat to see if I've sent her the link. She just starts sending us videos within the Best Buys being like, dude, you need to pick up the phone, because I didn't answer the phone. I was mowing a lawn, right? You need to answer the phone right now. You fucking retard. And there's like people yelling at her. And these are Best Buy employees, all right? She eventually gets kicked out of the Best Buy. This is not a fucking mic script. This is not a bit. This is all real, all right? She is told, you need to leave the Best Buy. You can't be screaming retard in the middle of our Best Buy, right? So she's kicked out. Then this is where I pick up in the conversation. I'm like, Roxy, I've sent you the link, and I show her that I sent it to her when she was on the way there. She goes, "Oh, well, they're not going to let me in now." So then she's on the phone with Mike, bitching to Mike. She's like, "They're not going to let me in. Can you help me out?" And da da da. She goes and talks to the Best Buy employee, and they're like, "Ma'am, you cannot come in here causing a disturbance." She goes, "You got to help me. I got to buy this monitor. I work for Keemstar." And the guy goes, "Who?" She goes, "Keemstar." And the guy made her prove it. So now she's showing up milkers and like showing that she's on it, right? And I know she's not lying because Mike was on the phone when this conversation happened. So because she works for Keemstar, like everyone knows me around here, right? And especially in the city of Buffalo, they allow her to get the goddamn monitor, all right? And she goes home. That was yesterday. Do you want to know what happens today? All right?
Maybe she broke it.
Today at 7 a.m, you say script all you want. This is literally how this woman is. She goes, "I just dropped my daughter off at school and my car just stopped. I'm driving down the road. I'm on my way back home. My car stopped. I'm in the middle of fucking Buffalo. I'm so far away from home. Mike, you got to fucking help me," right? Some random person pushed her car because it's dead, pushed it off the side of the road so she's no longer stuck in the street, right? She's just swearing up a storm. "Mike, Keem, you got to save me," all this other stuff. So Mike goes and sends her a fucking Uber, all right? But she fucks up on her location because she doesn't know technology. So the Uber is like 5 miles away, the wrong fucking street, the wrong fucking everything. "Where the fuck is the Uber? I told you I'm in a red Lexus. You see this red Lexus?" She's losing her fucking mind, dude. Like,
how does she make it to that advanced age, Keemstar? I don't know how the fuck she survived whatever life she had. If she can't she can't control herself in a fucking Best Buy.
dude, it's literally insanity. And all this stuff is, I'm telling you, if this stuff that happened behind the scenes was a show, it would be like the best show she's had these 2 days in a row. But it's all happening behind the scenes. This woman is actually fucking crazy.
At least, you talked about wanting to remove this idea of like being a character for the camera, right? She's not. She's one you don't have to worry about. She's just an insane bitch, just through and through.
Yeah, that and the punishments, bro. I'm so sick of this. "Oh, what's there a punishment? He. I'm gonna put mustard on my head or whatever the fuck." Like, bro, that's not a punishment. You want to do that. You think you're cool, bro. Like, get out of here.
I agree personally. I think the shows that don't engage in that more and instead do like goals that, because ultimately we want to be personalities people want to watch, right? Not people that they make fun of. I guess there's like a little bit of entertainment there. But to get growth, I'd imagine you want to be enjoyed by your audience. You want to be fans of them and not see them get fucked with. That's how you get people to support you, is they love you. They have a almost parasocial relationship, which, hey, I don't mind, dude. If you want to be parasocial with me, chat, if I can send it here. You want me to do uppies? I love uppies.
Oh, Jesus.
So if you do watch Dark from yesterday, I'd recommend checking into Pupstar. I think she's easily there. She got an approval from Xylee. She got an approval from Rastov, from Billy. I think heavy hitter.
Well, where is she now? Can she pop on Milkers today?
I reached out, but she hasn't responded yet. So I will get back to you on what she's up to.
Interesting. I can't believe not a single person upgraded to Cash Cow.
True. Keemstar gave you a discount to 50 members. Oh, did you hear they updated the members gifted like algorithm?
No. What does that mean?
Someone reached out to me and said, I'm pretty sure YouTube made this change where before the priority for members gifted was people watching the stream or chatting actively. Like there was like analytics in the background that boosted your chance of getting it based on your activity currently. But I think they removed it. And so now it can be anyone that's subscribed. So those 50 could have gone to people that haven't watched the channel in like a month. They're just subscribers.
That's so dumb.
I think so as well. I think it's...
Oh, no.
Yeah. So those 50... That's why... I don't know if you saw Test. Test so far is like up 600 members trying to get one single guy that gets a membership named Connor Ford. The community is like, we want this guy to get a membership. His broke ass won't do it. And they've gifted over 600, I think. And he's still fucking great name.
That's such a good racket. I'm proud of Test. Like, what a good marketing scheme.
I brought it to them, Keemstar.
God damn it. Fuck you, Nightmare. Fuck you, Grim. You fucking idiots.
Nah,
You couldn't think of that.
They tried before, but like I went on their show like a couple days ago, and I was like really pushing it. I was like, who knows what happens
Finally.
now?
Hey, time out. Finally, we have a legend that upgraded to fucking Cash Cow. Finally.
Thank you, Hunter. Welcome to Cash Cow, motherfucker. Come join the Discord. Audition. We want to make you a star. A mini Keem star. But yeah, no, they are doing fantastic this last week. If you want to review the, we have a scoreboard, right? You should see how many. Well, fuck, it doesn't track Fan World, does it? It just tracks Cash Cow, Pay Pig, Crowns. Because they're up over. I'm pretty sure it's over 500, almost 600 members this week.
Well, no, because it tracks Gifted.
Does it track Gifted Ban World?
Yeah. Let's bring it up. It's, dude, I'm so impressed with this. I love it.
Pulling it up right now.
It's, if you just go to the store, we now have a button right on the store that will take you right to the leaderboard. And if you select the middle option, it has Gifted in there. And so you can see Test is number 3 in all shows with 763 Gifted members this month, which is insane. That's fucking insane.
There you go. And a lot of that was Jess this week. They did the campaign. Yeah. People wanted to support Connor Ford becoming a green name. Hasn't happened yet.
Excuse me, but Nee Marie is my bitch. That's my bitch right there. Upgraded to Cash Cow. Let's go.
Let's go, Nee Marie. Yeah, Jay, here you go. You can see Local Live with 2,033 gifted memberships. Queens at 1687. Local Test, the show is going to get fired by fucking Rastov Scamstov. It's up to 763. I like those boys. I think they...
You know what the...
Go ahead.
Yeah. You know what the crazy thing is, though? This is for 2 weeks. This is for May. Like, yep. You know what I mean? We're only 2 weeks into May. Like, these are crazy numbers if this was an entire month. It's half a month.
Half a month. This show that was one of the lowest performing shows on our network last month is in 3rd place for gifted members. Now, you know, Super Chat's they're not going to push it. They're not as up there, but, you know, they also got a crown because of this whole thing. Like, they were like, look, I'm going to support this guy. What's his name? He has the anime profile picture, but he became a Pay Pig. He's like, nah, fuck it. I'm going to Cash Cow to Local Test. Now they have another crown.
You know, I need to talk to Bob Wolf because you see these buttons, Super Chat, Gifted Members, and Breakdown.
Yep.
We need Super Chats like a red button. We need Gifted a green button. And we need Breakdown like a yellow button. Those got to be color-coded, bro.
Oh, true. Look how dark with $100 so far. Hey, who'd have thought?
Mrs. Jones, thank you. Welcome to Cash Cow. And Big E3 737 dropping the 5 on your ass.
I think we're going places, Keemstar. I think the community is growing. I'm so excited to see what's coming next.
How's my tryout doing? Do you think I might get this spot?
Guys, can we get ones in the chat if you support Keemstar getting Local Dark? 2s if you think, nah, it has to be Pupstar.
Wait, you're gonna put her on here?
I would. I mean, she's so well rounded. I'm not shitting you. Not just like she's a hot girl. She is like, she knows about so much shit. She's traveled to like Africa multiple times. She owns a fucking horse. She's studying neuroscience. Crazy girl. She talked about getting hit by a fucking truck and having like an injury exposed like part of her meat in her leg, and like yelling at the cops, "You better not fucking take me anywhere. My dog is with me. I'm not leaving my dog." Like she's a character. OG Salt Lick, welcome to Cash Cow. Thank you for the upgrade.
Oh, bro, I wish, you know how some streamers have like a timer and they get the Cash Cow like or member sub whatever. Like, what is it called? Fucking train or whatever the fuck. We need that, bro.
True. I know you said, so you sent me a website that helps me do the TTS following stuff, right?
Yeah. Want me to teach you how to do it? It'll take 2 seconds.
All right. Fuck it. I'll do it right now.
Go to OBS and go to browser on, what is the one that you use for the show? Whatever scene you're on that you're using right now.
Yeah.
Lay it on that scene. and then just put that web page in there, and it should just start working. But you're gonna have to size it like where you want it in OBS. I mean, you know how to do all that.
Yeah. TTS link is here.
And I believe it's set to 10 or higher. So guys, once we get this set up, we'll make it rain a little bit, but not before we shout out the Lawnless Fern. Welcome to Cash Cow. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's see. It's here. Get to this web page. All right, so I'm just adding this browser as a window capture, right? And just like hiding it off stream.
Yeah, you see where you can edit it in the whatever it's called
On here. So I'm gonna do window capture. Is that how that works?
No, not window capture. You don't do that.
Oh, browser.
And then when you go into the settings of the browser, you just put that link in there. And then once you hit save, the little window will pop up on your OBS, and just where do you want to display it, basically?
All right, so we'll just do like the bottom right.
And Nee Marie goes, I love how involved Keem is with the shows. Bitch, I love how involved you are with the shows. I see you on like every show. Which pat yourself on the back. I don't need it, bro.
Do I need to add an audio source for that browser thing?
No, because it's already picking up your desktop audio, right?
Yeah, it's picking up desktop.
Well, yeah,
actually,
so you're good.
Is it? No, I'm not picking up desktop on this. I'm just doing Discord directly and then Chrome if I open it up. Well, it's through Chrome. So can we get a...
Yeah.
Actually, chat, if you want to help support making sure that we can do this correctly, someone drop a super chat. What is it set to?
It's only set to 10. So if someone drops $9.99 or whatever. So there we go. Did it work? It worked.
There it goes.
Oh, it didn't work because he's Canadian and their money's not worth as much as ours.
Sorry, Con. Can an American drop a $10 super chat? Help a homie out. We're trying to test this shit today. I'm sorry, Con. I love you, Con. My girlfriend in the chat saying, I'm gonna need you to let me in. I think she forgot her key. She's going home from work. All right, Con. Thank you for the 20.
That's gonna work. It's gonna work. Come on.
It did it.
I just don't know if it did audio.
I don't think it's doing that. Let me see if I can get it.
Can you hear it?
I hear it on. I hear it on my desktop.
So you're hearing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to make desktop audio available at all times, especially on this scene, in order for it to work.
If I do desktop audio, is it going to double play Discord audio? Because I'm capturing Discord separately.
See, I would never use Discord audio. I would just remove that whole Discord audio shit and just use desktop audio. I mean, that's how I have mine set up.
We appreciate the test. You're helping troubleshoot Locale Dark.
I mean, it's good to just get it done. Yeah, you could probably do it off air, but it's also good to just get it fucking done. And besides, people like when we set up a TTS. I mean, the viewers jumped up what? People like when we set up a TTS. I mean, the viewers jumped up what? People like when we set up a TTS. I mean, the viewers jumped up what? People like when we set up a TTS. I mean, the viewers jumped up what? People like when we set up a TTS. I mean, the viewers jumped up what? People like when we set up a TTS. Saying too loud, maybe is it working?
I had the audio feeding back twice. Keem, can you talk so if it picks you up?
Testing. They're saying triple audio.
Let me know if it's fixed now. It should be fixed. I've muted
testing.
Vaxaplukali Rachel super chatted $9.99. I've been sad because I became addicted to LCU, but then Savage was fired. Not the same for
They
me.
said zero problems.
I canceled my membership.
Echo, but
we'll
the
keep
TTS
watching
worked.
and
Fixed,
hoping to love it again.
Fixed. Let's go.
Let's go! We fucking did it.
Yeah.
That means now I can't listen to the stream on my own, but it's fine. It should be good. If I turn on the stream audio, it'll just infinite loop, which fuck it, I'll find a workaround.
Yeah, I mean, I could at some point you could either talk to Rostov or just like, if I'm free, we can go through our settings. I have the most basic OBS settings, whatever, because it works and it's not complicated, right? And so I only have one audio track. My mixer will mix the desktop and my mic audio all in one feed into the OBS. So it's so simple, right? Like there's not multiple audio feeds. And then you get a guy like Grim, for an example. And dude, his OBS looks like fucking like insanity. It's like, why are you doing all this? Like, he was like playing producer over at Fat Camp, and nobody could run the OBS because he has so much extreme settings and like extra stuff. And it's like, I don't know what you're doing. This looks foreign to me. Is this even the same program?
Yeah, I had Nightmare personally work my OBS for the LCU stuff, and it seems fine. Like audio sets are in one little folder, everything else is like in one little folder, like for images. It's super tight, super neat. Danny,
they're saying
Band World.
Yeah, thanks, Danny. They're saying that I'm loud and you're low, so maybe turn you up or me down.
I always have you like 190.
Yeah, that's probably. Is that better, ladies and gentlemen?
Chat, please let us know. There's a little bit of a delay, 6 seconds. So whatever you say now, I'm not going to believe until right about now. All right, much better.
Testing.
Solid. Streamlab OBS is
Sweet.
what Boogie uses. Yeah, but they have direct access to the channel. We're just editors, so it wouldn't work that way. But the link worked. Yeah, everyone's saying better. Oh, here comes a 10.
Frank.Tank super chatted $10. What's up, Keemstar? You're the best. I have been a LCU fan since the beginning. Thanks for having me here.
Frank the Tank, thank you. That's the guy who he spams the tank emoji or GIF in the chat.
I don't know. There's Joel is the tank guy in the Discord. So that might, I don't know if they're different or the same. I don't know.
Speaking about the Discord, thank you Kim, for the alley-oop there. If you are a Band World member, you can upgrade a cash cow, get into the Discord, and you can see all these memes, get all these references that the hosts know, interact with them. A lot of the channels do special events in the Discord. Look how Dark will definitely be doing some stuff in there. So it's fucking worth it. It's fantastic. Let's get an upgrade train going. Keemstar paid for half your fucking college tuition to join the local Discord University. Let's get you in there. Con 5 gifted.
Who the fuck is this guy? Give him moderator. That guy's like,
dude,
awesome.
Con by himself, I think, is 100 to 150 of the gifted members on test. He's a huge supporter of Nightmare and Grim.
Well, Con, I really hope you have a good paying job and you're not maxing out mom's credit card. We appreciate you.
I'm pretty sure he's doing well. He's doing okay. Stick Solid got banned from the Discord, but I fucking missed that guy. He was
What did he do?
I don't know. I Stick, if you want to let me know what you did in the Discord or what allegedly happened. All right, we use allegedly here. Please reach out. But he's the truck driver that talks shit to everybody, but he's like lovable from the community. People like seeing him on shows. So
I'm shocked that guy got banned. It doesn't seem like a person that would get banned.
No, he's very professional about like not doing TOS shit, not fucking around. So who knows?
Well, this brings up something interesting that happened. We had our first Discord moderator meeting in like 6 weeks. It's been a long time. I've been so busy. I haven't been able to do it. So me and the Discord mods, we're going through everything. We've improved the server. The server looks so much cleaner now. At the right-hand side, we have a proper intern role, which is now separate from YouTubers. We did a lot of stuff. But I wanted to find out about all the people that have got banned recently, because around 200 people, if I were to guess, got banned when we pushed the new authenticator link because they were in bad servers.
Yep.
One of the servers that we were tracking was a well-known like lolicon server. So basically cartoon CP,
Yeah.
bad stuff. We had fucking 30 people in our Discord that were also in that 30. Like, that's an insane number. We were so shocked. We're like, dude, there's 30 potential fucking weirdo creeps in our Discord.
That is wild. And it's funny you're saying that because Stick says I was accidentally in a no-no server and didn't know the lore. I don't think it was that server.
Yeah.
I think he got an invite to someone's server that we don't associate with anymore. But yeah, I miss the guy. I don't know if we can correct that. He said he left, I'm pretty sure. Stick, if you left that server, please say you have, dickhead. I'm vouching for you.
I would say if you're in like one of the Voldemort servers and that's stopping you from getting access into our server, talk to Lord Rush, talk to Bob Wolf, make a ticket, and they'll do an interview with you. They've spent hours and hours doing these interviews with people that have been banned for being the bad server. And they make a call, you know. A lot of people were spammed a friend request and links to private servers. Like our community was targeted by like the Voldemort, right? Welcome to Cash Cow Clan. Or Con, excuse me. You know, our fan base was targeted with, here, add me, you know, join this server, you know, and then they join and like people don't even know that they're in the server. Like, because if you think about it, you like click a link and you're there and you leave right away, but you're technically a member of that server because you click that link, right? So there's a lot of that we're going through and dealing with, and we've given like almost anyone a second chance. But you know, they got to take the time to talk to them because ultimately it's about safety. You know, if there's bad people in our Discord and they're targeting our fans or the other host or whatever, if I was a fan, I wouldn't be active in the Discord anymore. I'd fucking leave. It's not safe. You know, like it's just common sense. So we have to do all this extra work just to make sure everyone's safety is intact.
I don't know if you heard about it. Barley
Be Real super chatted $10. Suck it, tech.
True. One of the Voldemorts found my girlfriend's Discord and like, hey, do you want to be friends? I think you're really interesting. Blah blah. Like no context, and you know, my girlfriend's like, oh sure, and then added her as a friend. Dude, there's no reason. There's no reason for her to have reached out to my partner. They never talked. They never spoke. It was just like, found her Discord account. Let's fucking add her. Let's get in contact. That's
they go in and add everyone. Literally
I was
everyone.
banned for being
like it doesn't
on the
matter who you
Jaffe
are.
server.
You friend request from this person, and then the next thing you'll do is you'll end up getting a link to join their server. It's like it's a whole. The kids call it a gay op.
Yeah. I'm surprised you know what gay ops are. I mean, you're an internet guy, so I mean, you know, I should have expected.
Of course, I've known about that for a decade.
Jessica Pizzle, member for 2 months, is a cash cow. Make a no server list for the people who don't know what servers they're in, like me. I've joined so many that I don't know how to. I don't want to go through them to see what's important and what's not. That would be not a bad idea. Just to be like,
yeah, but Jessica Pizzle's just a drunk retard. She could literally go through her servers and just like leave a bunch of them that she doesn't go to and isn't active in. Like, come on, dude. Don't put it on us. Oh, Keemstar, this is your fault. You need to do something. No, bitch. I think you're capable of going through your Discord and being like, okay, I never go to this server. I don't know why I'm in this server. Maybe I should leave. Like, you're capable of doing that, Jessica. Fuck off.
Do you have a history with Jessica?
I mean, not really, but I've known her for like long before the LCU or Locale Live was even created.
I met her in person and I thought, oh, this is like a wonderful wine mom. You know, like her personality, I think, is fun. But
you see what I'm saying? You see what she's writing? I'm in 80 servers and not active in any of them. I know, Jessica. Leave. Leave.
I'm paying for 17 different streaming services and I haven't watched any of them in 5 months. Don't be there. Cancel.
No, I don't hate Jessica or anything, but she's just some fucking lunatic.
I thought she was funny. She hopped on Rewind like a month ago. All right, people were loving her in that chat. Keem, we do have an hour left of tryouts. You're free to hang out. I'm having a great time. I don't know if you're enjoying yourself here. But if we are looking for people to hop onto the show and be people, I think we should get to it. What do you think?
I'm down. I'll talk to the first two, but then I got to run.
Sounds good. Let's pull in, not Michelangelo, right? Let's do Captain Tard. Hey, Captain Tard. Welcome to the tryouts.
Give me 1 second to get my camera going here. There we go.
Well,
I gotta mute the stream too.
All right, perfect. Good to see you. Is Captain Tard?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Is Captain Tard a name people called you, or did you come up with it?
One of the mods gave it to me like months ago.
Okay.
So
based on appearance or based on character?
I don't know. I really don't remember, but I thought it was funny.
It's probably because your name's Captain Tard. All right. So what makes you want to be a host on the LCU?
I love the LCU. I've been around YouTube my entire life. Well, not my entire life, but as long as I've been able to be on the internet. I've been a fan of Keem for how many years? I don't know, a long fucking time. But I just feel like I could be pretty entertaining if, depending on the audience, you know.
Thank you for being a fan. Thank you for being a fan. I've counted so far. We're up to 5 ums.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Boogie likes to ask this question.
I am a tard.
Okay. I don't know if Eric has a diagnosis, but thanks for shitting on him.
I do though.
You do have a diagnosis.
Yep, I was diagnosed when I was I believe 10.
Okay.
With what?
What'd you say, Keem?
With what? What were you diagnosed with?
Asperger's and autism.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Boogie likes to ask this question whenever he was doing tryouts on Locale Live.
Fucking Boogie.
Yeah. Be entertaining.
Speaking of Boogie, everybody buy Boogie more brooms. He needs more.
I don't know if that bit's over, but can you be entertaining? I'm gonna give you 1 minute. I'm gonna start a timer. Be entertaining for the chat. We're gonna see how they feel about you. Okay. Go.
All right. Okay, guys. So we know Roxy, that wrinkly ass bitch. She literally looks like a giant scrotum. So why is Roxy such a fucking cunt and fake all the time? All we hear is fucking lies! Lies! All she does is fucking lie! Why is she still here? Like, what the fuck? Why?
I think the counter argument to that is, who else lies and who is like a staple in the community? Boogie.
Boogie.
I was gonna say Eric. Because Eric lies and scammed Keem.
Some people have the ability to, become like they known to be deceitful, but it's still fucking funny.
It is. It's still entertaining. It's very funny. I would agree.
All right. One question I've been asking all the hosts to come on is, who's your least favorite person in the LCU? Because it sounds like it's Roxy.
Least favorite?
Yeah.
It's a tie between Roxy and Eric.
Well, Eric's barely.
Fuck that wrinkly ass bitch and Eric, buy a toothbrush, motherfucker.
No, a toothbrush is not fixing whatever fucking Jenga set that fell down on his mouth table. All right, that shit is fucking insane. When Eric speaks, he has to translate it through the runic messaging of his grill. Okay, it's a toothbrush is not fixing that. No dental white. It's gone.
And finish that fucking video. Stop being a lazy sack of shit.
Eric, Captain Tard, I got a question. So when people have a disability, it holds them back in some aspect of their life, but then because they're going through life with a different model of human, they tend to have a superpower, right? What do you think is your superpower with your disability?
My superpower, probably a mixture of my mouth and the fact that I can be a little too nice, but I've been working a whole hell of a lot harder than most people and being a bit more of a dick when I need to be.
When you say your mouth, is that what the men say after, or
what?
What do you mean your mouth is your superpower?
my
Too many
talking ability
Oz.
because I can
Too,
talk like a motherfucker.
too many I'm sorry, Captain Tard. You've hit the limit. You have been evicted.
Perfect. We have well, he doesn't like Eric. That's one. Chat, welcome to the call, Valentines with 3 S's.
I just added a bunch of extra letters.
Hell
It wasn't
yeah.
taken.
It wasn't taken. Do you have a camera?
Yep.
Oh, I know this guy. You hop onto some shows here and there.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, welcome to the tryouts. This is Locale Dark, right? There's no additional, messaging behind why it's called dark, but welcome, my friend. How's it going, brother?
It's going great. I feel like I personally fit one of the qualifications already. So I mean,
you're like a cow. Is that what you're saying?
I am also black and white, so I mean, mix of both, I guess.
True. Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
What makes you want to be a host on the LCU?
Honestly, it just seems like fun. That's really it.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay, you got to get the Clippers. You got to get the Clippers. You got to get the Clippers. Dude, look. If you come on to one of my shows and you show me a chia pet, I have to decide what I want to do with it. Like, is this going to be like, are we going to make a duck? Are we going to make a reindeer? Like, is it going to be like a neon sign? I mean, there's so many possibilities, right? Like, my creative genes are just flowing. Like, tech, like, what should we do? Maybe we can make the logo to Locale Dark on his head. There's so much to work with. Like, I'm sculpting it right now in my mind, dude. Dude, this is going to be sick.
Are you down?
I could do that.
Oh, he's down, Keen.
Ow! Wait. I can't do that until we hit the member goal.
All right.
What's our member
goal?
goal?
You got to say that.
We can't do that till we hit the member goal.
Let's go, everybody. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
If we get 100, starting from right now, 100 members. Is he worth that, Keem? What do you think?
51p super chatted $13.30.
50.
You must be Rastov, little brother. Don't hide from us and cut that hair.
Do 50.
Let me make sure we got some Clippers in
But
there.
also, guys, like, we don't need donos or anything for that, but like, we need your ideas. Like, type them in chat. Like, what hairstyle are we going for?
That's true. I would have loved to see you put it in like, like cornrows, or like maybe we get you to go dye it pink, But if we're shaving it and we do a design, that sounds fucking fire. Buzzcut, people say mohawk.
Dude, the thing is like, we need a professional barber though, because it could actually look good if he just like faded the sides and kept the same length on the top. Like, that actually looked fucking dope.
I mean, I can go to one. I mean, probably not today, but maybe tomorrow.
If we hit the member goal here on Locale Dark Game, do you think it'd be best to give him his shot by doing the shave on Locale Live at a future date?
Yeah, like we go to a professional, get it done. Like, I mean, I don't know, dude, because then it's like, if I'm a viewer, like, I want to see something crazy. But
it's up to them. It's not up to me.
I don't know. Chat, you tell us what we should do.
Throw those suggestions in the chat, everybody. This could look tight if he cornrolled it with a Locale on the side. Yeah, cornrows on the top, and they do the fucking logo right here.
Or what if he just got the Rastov cut? Just the top is flat. Bro, the Rastov cut would be so bad, dude.
I'm gonna start wearing hats out if I do that, bro.
We would have to change your name on the server to Ernie. Dog, it's over.
It's like, part of me wants to like really fuck up this haircut, but then the other part of me is like, dude, but it could look so good with a nice fade. Like, it could look great.
I've had a fade before. It didn't look too bad.
All right, great comment. I do want to say, Valentine, we asked you why you want to be a host. All right. I also want to ask, who's your least favorite person in the LCU?
Host. If I'm being honest,
don't say Eric.
It's Becky.
Becky? Why Becky?
she is so incredibly fake and annoying. And the only reason she is currently any entertaining is because she drinks on stream for money.
Yeah, but it's
Almost every time I tune in, I mean, don't get me wrong, it makes the stream more entertaining, but it's the only thing that keeps making the stream more entertaining.
well,
Like that streamer,
nothing for Tina. You have no respect for Tina's like entertainment power.
Tina's great. Tina's great. I love Tina, but like that stream where she like exposed Tina, and then they met the member goal, and it was like terribly faked audios of Tina.
Yo, Valentine, I feel like you're whispering. I don't feel like you're using your YouTuber voice. Yeah.
I'm talking really loud. I just think my microphone's turned down.
No, you're saying the way you're speaking. You're kind of just
you're
describing things like
there we go.
this.
Sorry about that.
There we go. That's much better. Yeah. Just use your YouTuber voice, not your ASMR voice. That's all.
I got you. But yeah, no, she's just so fake, and I just can't stand her. That's it.
Okay. There's a lot of people. I seen a really good suggestion for the hair in chat. The Marge Simpson.
True.
How do I pull that off?
Just
I think the sides are gone, and then we go straight up, and then we dye blue.
I gotta dye it. All right, you know what? I'll go all four. I'll go all in.
What if you do all this and then you don't get on a show though?
That would be really fucking tragic, Keemstar.
You know what happened to the last guy who fucked with his hair to get a show, right? He fucking quit after a week. Look how Aussie's Mitch the bitch. He's gone, dude.
But I promise I'm not gonna quit. I can assure that one.
Solid. All right, Boogie has a test he does to people that want to be a host. Then they did the tryouts for Locale Live. I want you. I'm gonna give you 1 minute. Just be entertaining. I'm gonna let the chat rip you apart. Go.
All right. Let's see. I want to ask the chat a question. How about that? What is your guys' favorite part about watching the Locale universe? I don't know. No donations, just the chat.
Okay, wait. Go again, but this time, like, like it's a mission from a higher up. Like it's a mission.
All right. I want you guys to tell me what's your favorite part about watching the Locale universe. Not me. That's fair. Becky. Debatable. Rewind.
Okay, it's way better, but the nerves. It's way better, but the nerves still got your ass. All right. So just shake it out. Just shake your arms. Just get the fucking nerves out. Just like for real. Get them out. Out. Like you're flying. Like you're flying. Get them straight out. Shake it out. We're good. We're good. Maybe a couple slaps to the face just to wake up a little bit. Like no. Like I'm like, go.
Blood moving.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. They're watching. Go.
Yeah. All right. Becky, Tina, Billy, Keem, Boogie. All right. I agree with all of those, but one. Also love Keem when Keem pranks Boogie. Most of them are really good, except for the firework one. That was a sad fail. I wish it worked. Would have been great. Becky, still no. LCU sleep streams. Those I'd never watch those. Those are so long.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Don't risk the hair. Do not risk the hair. It really sucks because I've already changed her name to Marge, but I would not risk the hair because I think
I get you.
You're working with about a 10% chance of getting a host role. You know, that's something you're gonna.
It's very nice of you, Keem. Look, dog. If you're gonna be entertaining, you don't start off by being a personality by being like, "Hey, chat, what do you think?" And engage with your audience, but after you say something that's worth engaging with, don't just like pull the audience for all your like presentation power, dude. What is the most wildest thing you've done in your life? Like crazy. Like if you had to write this down and your kids found out, you'd be like, "Oh fuck."
Dude, my life is so boring. I can't even.
Tell us about why your life is so boring. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, I'm a homebody. I stay at home most of my days, except for when I go to work.
Let's go down the checklist. All right. Do your parents love you?
Yeah?
Yeah. Have you been a victim of violent crime?
No?
Did you graduate high school or have pursued further education?
No?
You didn't graduate high school?
I got expelled.
Talk about that. Why
For
the fuck did you
what?
get expelled?
So I was actually, okay, so I was at school. I was in the bathroom. I was doing nothing, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I was one of the, I brought stuff to school, but this was the genuine one time I was sitting there watching TikTok on my phone. The other 2 stalls in the bathroom were broke. So I go into one. After the other guy comes out, half the football team comes in there while they're on their send-off and starts screaming that I'm like vaping and shit. Then they go get the principal and snitch on me. They search me, find everything, and I got expelled.
Okay, help me with this term. What does expelled mean?
I got kicked out of school.
You got kicked out of school, buddy. We tried to teach you, but you weren't picking up what we were putting down. All right.
Is that it for you, Keem? You have stuff to do? Oh, you bring something.
Oh man, Captain Tart is just not giving up. I've tried to drag a new person in.
Keem, you damn motherfucking right.
Bring it. Bring the heat.
You're damn motherfucking right. Keem.
Yeah, what's the craziest thing's happened to you, Captain T?
Craziest thing that has happened to me. Let's see. The people who used to live next to me had this aggressive ass dog that hopped the fence and tried to take a chunk out of my leg. I kicked it.
What happened after you kicked it?
Hope I gotta mute the stream. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, what happened after
I said, what happened after you kicked the dog?
It jumped back over the fence.
Bye.
Do these guys not understand? Like, when you want an audience to be entertained, it's like, guys, the craziest thing I've done ever in my life. I kicked a dog that was gonna attack me. Okay, like the natural reaction. I'm being attacked by an animal. I defended myself. Nice one, guy. Jessica Pizzle.
Is that it? Did that work? I don't know how to turn on my camera with this thing. Can you see me?
Yeah. Hey there, lovely lady. How's it going?
I'm not for chat. Real quick, Jessica. I'm not for like any animal abuse. I love animals, but if a dog is biting you, you do have a right to kick it off you. Like that's like, come on, guys. He's not a dog abuser. Like, come on.
Dogs kill more people in the U.S. than sharks do. All right, everyone's scared of a shark, right? Dogs can be dangerous, right? They're animals. They're carnivores too. They eat meat. Okay, anyways, yeah. Defend yourself if you're getting attacked. Jessica Pizzle, what makes you want to be a host on the LCU?
Oh, well, I think I would be great, but I really came up here to say, Keemstar, you don't understand. I just found out, I'm still in the Keemstar show server and the Keemstar show server.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm not leaving them because I found out that you can't get in those. There's the links aren't valid. There are no links anymore. I'm not leaving those servers, but I'm still in them.
I think the Keemstar, the legitimate Keemstar server, not the Keemstar show server, but the Keemstar server is like from 2016. Like it's so dead. Yeah.
I'm in it still. And I'm in the Keemstar show server. And I'm just found out I'm in a server of somebody who's currently in big drama. And I don't want to say who it is because it's a bad person. But
Destiny?
No. Well, yes, I'm in that one too. I'm also in 2 private servers of the victims. I don't know if I want to say that on live because if they're watching because you're on, but we'll find out if I get kicked out because I don't interact with them. But I'm in 2 private servers and another private server of not a victim, but someone who's been against Destiny for the longest time. But yeah, a lot of them are private. Some of them were active before and then they went private, but I'm literally in like 80 servers. Some of them I don't want to leave because either they're private and it's drama or, but a lot of them, I don't even remember why I joined.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about them. But
Jessica,
that's why I said, could you make a list? Because I would leave everything.
Yeah, Jessica, the chat is saying that they like you, that you're a goofy goober, that that you come with a lot of energy, and that you know how to run OBS. Is that true?
Yeah, I know how to run. I've done my own live streams before. Mine weren't as fancy as the locale live because I didn't know how to do the scenes, like not the scenes, the aspects like the border and stuff. But I know how to do the TTS and the alerts and everything. I've done like 3 live streams
Jessica,
before I do know how to run
this
OBS.
is the
Mhm.
only time I've ever seen you sober.
So, no, it's not. Well, no, it's not.
Are
I'm
you
at work
sure?
too. Yeah.
Are you
Well, I
sure?
think probably because the only time you've really seen me is when I go on Rewind.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
fucking shit
He's
faced.
fucked up on that show.
But the audience loves that.
Wait, were you sober at the fan meep that you went to?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was so.
Oh wow.
And it's the same energy. It's
I
all
had
the
to
same.
drive. I had to So, and we drove like an hour and 40 minutes away for that. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I wasn't
you've
gonna.
always been a supporter of the commentary community and my shows, and I really do appreciate that. But I also appreciate picking on you.
Yeah, no, I know. It's fine because I'm really easy to pick on. So I've been picked on since I joined the internet, since I've gotten online, and I'm fine with it because sometimes it's really funny. Sometimes it makes me cry, obviously, but sometimes it's really funny. But no, I will leave any server that is a no server immediately because the only server I am active in is the local live server,
Okay,
and I love that server.
but what about the server that we told you to get out of? Like, what did you do?
Oh, I left it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, she did. All right. Matt Barr, you're live on the air.
What's up?
Round 2, Matt Barr. You have your camera?
Yes, I do.
This guy was on our show yesterday at night. Came around within 12 hours. You're getting a second shot. I did say you can come on around 2.
Hey, I'm sorry, Tech, but what a thrill to have Thrill as Cash Cow.
Thank you, Trill. There you go.
I added an H.
Yeah, no worries. We all had an H somewhere.
Just not 2 H's. I ain't Kanye over here, you know what I'm saying?
Hanging out with your cousin.
Hey, speaking about cousins, Keemstar, this guy had a comment on our show yesterday. We said, who asked you? Was it Grim? Was it Nightmare? No, it was Rastov. Rastov asked you, how do you feel about genocide? and I know Rastov is he's throwing the daggers now. And Matt, do you remember your response of, well, yeah, genocide for like certain animals and maybe like some subhuman species?
Yeah, subhumans.
You did not say that. What the fuck?
Say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Well, his description was.
I was able to extrapolate later on.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a genetic subhuman. It's
Please explain yourself.
Once, yeah, I would love to. Can I? Just 2 seconds.
But use the word PDF. Okay, don't say the whole.
Oh yeah. No, I could. There's totally other people. So I was saying you're a human until you start doing certain things that are a detriment to the rest of the human race. Either a PDF file or a sex trafficker or somebody who is going out of their way to do acts that are evil that take away from their human being.
Keem said he did not want to be here for this, dog.
Okay, no, I mean, I'm not. That's all. It's like, I'm not.
Your opinion
I don't think
was
it's a crazy
that if there are people out there that are committing acts that are essentially making them lose their humanity, right? They are not agreeing with what it is to be a human in society. That it might just be better to get rid of them.
Yeah. Like that's there. It's not a skin color thing. It's a total like what their actions are doing. Yeah.
Danny Jukes, welcome to Cash Cow. That means you are available to try out for Lolcow Dark or Lolcow Aussie later tonight. You have the opportunities. Come join us in the LCU. Matt.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask you, have you become a little bit more familiar with the community after being on the show? Have people reached out to you to talk to you about some stuff?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I'm like in the chat, kind of like watching and listening, and kind of like just kind of reading the room, basically. You know,
Yeah, Almighty
trying to.
OMD typed out, "I'm a person of color from Tech Protect." I am. I am Mexican. I only grew up in a Mexican household. My white mom abandoned me.
Mhm.
Hashtag white moms. She's dead now, by the
Say
way.
my mom.
But yeah.
Bummer.
Anyways, I am a person of color. You can't fucking take my card away. Matt.
Yes, sir. It's I mean, it was a weird question, and I felt like I answered it as like openly, as honestly as I wanted to. I don't want to like lie to the chat. You know what I mean? I just want to be
No, that's totally valid.
honest.
People want to have a genuine person come onto his show and be relatable with. And even if they don't agree with your opinion, right? They want to know that you have one, right?
Yeah,
Being
yeah,
some
yeah.
dickhead.
It's a total opinion. I am not out there. I'm not at like places. I'm not trying to like convert anybody. I mean,
Yeah, although we do
it's
know
my
you're the
opinion.
governor of Rhode Island, so it's kind of like you are making policy about this. I heard.
I am the governor of Rhode Island. I didn't even know it. The place is so small.
Well, in my brain you are. Anyways, Matt, if
Sweet.
you had to choose one person, if you had to go back in time and start your life as one person in history, who would it be?
Oh, one person.
You get their
Like
beginning.
I would like jump in and just like roll through their whole thing.
You keep your entire experience of life as Matt Barr,
Mhm.
right? But you get to now.
Is this like that Star Trek episode where Picard gets the little flute?
I
Where
know
like he gets zapped.
I'm shaped like a nerd, but I fuck. All right, I don't know what Star Trek is. I'm saying you get all your experience in life now, right? And you
Mhm.
are just transported to start your life as a new person's beginning. That could be Alexander the
Mm.
Great. That can be Picasso.
Dude, that's exactly what I was rolling in my head.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
then I
me
was
too.
like Alexander the Great, but then I was like, yeah, but I don't know. I heard there was like some boy love rumors, so I'm thinking maybe Julius Caesar.
Well, you don't have to choose
You know?
to continue like what he did. You just get his beginnings.
Okay, you get his beginnings. Yeah, I would say Alexander the Great. That sounds kind of cool. Or maybe Pablo Picasso or something, Maybe Leonardo da Vinci. There you go. That's who I would go with.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Final answer, Leonardo da Vinci.
Do you
Yeah.
think if you took on his life,
We share a birthday.
Oh, okay, so it's already set
Yeah.
up. I share a birthday with Princess Diana. That's not true.
Cool.
Anyways, so you would be Da Vinci.
Diana.
Do you think if you took on Da Vinci's life from his beginnings, you'd be able to make the impacts he did on society, or do you think you'd fuck up the future?
Yeah, I would probably fuck up the future. You know what I mean? I'd be like, hey guys, here's how a CD works, or here's an assault rifle. Working cool with, you know what I mean? But like, this is kind of the general idea of an assault rifle. Here you go.
Realistically,
Figure that out.
if you were back in time, is there any technology that you personally, Matt Barr, are able to recreate to advanced humanity?
Nah, I wouldn't. I would probably. I don't think so. I mean, like, I know how to start a fire. I know how to do like basic shit, but I would go back to just kind of absorb. Like go to like Michelangelo and just like watch him like carve in marble, because it's just like it's fucking crazy looking that like he could carve marble that looks like wet lace on a woman. You know what I mean? I would just like kind of sit in the corner and watch and take notes and stuff.
Yeah, I personally think as long as I was teleported back post 1400s, I could recreate the lead acid battery and penicillin. And honestly, it's not
Ooh.
because like I have ever been in a field where I needed to know how to do that. It was like specifically at like 15 years old, I was like, dude, if I ever get transported back in time, I gotta know some shit so I'm valuable, and they don't fucking kill me for speaking weird English. Because I'll say dog and I'll say fuck, and they'll be like, who is this young gentleman, a scholar, saying these words?
Did you have like a fear as a child of being like teleported back in time?
I had a lot of fears as a child. Being teleported
That
back
was
in time,
mine, dude. Like as a real kid, I was like, what if I'm teleported back in time? I don't know where it came from. But
I just want to be prepared. I want to be prepped. I want to know that I had an understanding. By the way, penicillin is so easy to make. All right.
like bread, right?
Well, it comes from the rind of fruit. But the issue, the biggest issue, why you want to go to like the 1400s or later is there is no agar, right? You know, like those little dishes, like a petri dish, they don't have that, and that's how you grow bacteria colonies. What you end up having to do is do reduced animal lard, and then that'll also give bacteria a chance to grow. But that's not what this fucking channel's about. It's some shit that I like, some shit I'm interested in. You know, I fuck around.
No, I hear it,
so I
like-
can find out.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm an
You're an
Eagle Scout,
Eagle
so I
Scout.
would totally, yeah. I mean, I would totally be. As soon as you said the Baghdad battery, I was like, oh fuck yeah, dude! Like copper with like the lime juice, dude. Dude, yeah, we would be like fucking wizards, dude.
Hell yeah. I was kicked out of the program.
Weren't cute enough. They were like, yeah, this kid. You know.
No, it's not that they didn't want to fuck me. They tried. But no, the issue was, you know that little like car you build out of like a little fucking block of wood you put at the top of the thing? Goes
Yeah, it's
down?
like a Pinewood Derby.
The Pinewood Derby. So I motherfucking was fantastic at that shit. My older brother, fucking stupid kid. He had no idea how to like build a car, right? So I construct my car and it wins the first round, wins the second round. My brother kicked out round one, right? I'm in the finals. It's me and 3 other kids. My brother breaks the back axle of my car without me knowing, puts it up there. And then when they launch the cars, it doesn't go. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm pissed. My brother's laughing. He's like, I fucked with you. So I grab the car off the thing and I throw it at him, but I hit I hit the troop leader in the fucking face, just directly in the forehead. They're like, no violence for this community. You're fucking out of here, little Mexican kid. You're gone.
Wow, that sucks. We had like a full contact Boy Scout troop. Like we had like tackle football and stuff, and like we'd have like hide and go seek, and we'd like be body slamming each other and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't any kind of like hanky panky, you know what I mean? Because by the time I was in the Scouts, there was lots of like SOPs of like, you know, 3 scouts for every adult. There was never any like 1 adult per kid alone. You know what I mean? It was all like, and other adults were watching. Like everybody was like hypersensitive about it, you know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you don't look like
just
you're,
like fucking fighting.
I wouldn't say you're ancient, but I would say you're probably like near double my age, right? You seem to be like halfway through your mortgage, if not, you've already paid it off.
I'm doing well on my mortgage. Yeah, I'm in my late 40s.
Yeah, no, I'm 28. I turned
In my
28
late
this
40s.
year. So you've had all of my life as adult experience.
Yeah, yeah. I've done a whole bunch of stuff, dude.
What's
so I'm like, I think I would be fun to be on dark because I'm super interested in like the stuff that I'm kind of suggesting, you know. So
we've
been around a little bit.
Been asking this question to a lot of the people coming on today. What is the weirdest or wildest thing that's happened to you?
Whoa. Good or bad?
Whatever you want to give. You have to be entertaining. The audience needs to love you.
Okay, bad. The wildest thing that ever happened to me. So I used to live in New York City. I was going to school, and while I was going to school, I was delivering weed. And I was working for this company. It was like me and several other guys delivering weed, and it was dope. I didn't tell anybody in my class though that I was pumping, right? So and I would ride my bike all the way up to 124th Street, down through Manhattan, over the Brooklyn Bridge, down into Brooklyn, like down into Red Hook, and then back up. Like I was like all over. So I was like just like doing the job. And this other dude was like fucking one of the customers, right? So I didn't know. I knew who the customer was. You know, I just show up, give her shit, and would leave. He would like show up and like fuck her and whatever. I didn't know this. So I'm going to a fucking roof party in Queens, right? And I walk in, or I walk up because it's like a roof party. There's like Chileans there. There's like a bunch of Chileans, and they're all into like hot dogs and shit. And they're like making hot dogs with like avocados. I don't know what the fuck was going on. So I was like looking at the avocados and the hot dogs, and I turn, and there's this dude pointing a gun at me. like in my face, and like I just remember like, man, it's so fucking small, and I was like, is this real? And he was super fucking pissed, and he was like, you know, do you work for Bill? You know, are you Bill's guy? And I was just like, yeah, you know, and I was like, what's up? You know, I was like, what the fuck? And then like two of his guys walked over and was like, that's not him. And then the guy that I came with was like, yo, that's Matt. And so the guy like put his gun away and was like, hey man, my bad. So this was like this girl's boyfriend who like found out and was like looking for this other dude. So that was like kind of wild. That sucked. Um, whatever. Another time, and this is kind of cool. So I was a garde chef at the Russian tea room, and so we were just like making borscht, hot borscht, whatever. And fucking Monica Lewinsky came in, and everybody was all excited and shit, and they like gave her like a wad of like sour cream, but then gave her like an extra handful of sea salt in it, and
You know
we
who else
just
gave her
thought
a
that
wad
shit
of
was
What is that?
yeah, dude, exactly. We thought it was like the funniest fucking thing to just be like, here's some extra salt. She fucking wants it, and dude. It was so fucking funny. Um, that was kind of a cool job. I got to see some cool people. I got to see some fucking weirdos. I got to see like Woody Allen with his little fucking Asian wife. We were all just like, "Here's your fucking meal, dude." But yeah, is that enough, or do you want some more shit?
No,
I
I
can
I
keep
like
going.
it. I like it. It's not as like outlandish. I mean, gun violence is probably like shitty, but I'm assuming you were
Mhm.
doing this in New York early '90s. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, like 90. Well, no, like late 90s, 94 to like 96, 97.
Yeah, I was born
The
in
age of
94.
beepers, like there weren't a lot of cell phones or anything. But I don't
I'm
know,
gonna.
the job got the job, and then the job ended as quick as it started. Like I got a phone call and it was like, "Hey, so and so got arrested," and it was like, "All right, I guess that's over," and just like deleted my tablet or whatever, my little, I deleted everything, and then we just all kind of like started doing other shit.
There you go. There you go. That's Matt, guys. Matt, I put a poll in the chat. I want to know if the audience likes you. So far, it's 53% no, but it's early on. You might have some supporters come in and vote yes. Gun violence is probably shitty is the whitest line I've ever heard a man say. Well, I mean, I view.
Am I not white? I mean, I don't.
No, it's me. I made that comment. I've had a life. I've seen some shit. Trauma for me is like whatever, dude. It's another fucking day. So some people might have a better reaction to it. That's like, oh my god, poor Matt. No, you went through that. I think me and you are the type of guys like, yeah, it's a thing that happened. We move on to the next thing. Not everyone's so fucking sensitive about like, I can't ever be around a firearm ever again in my life now. Like, no.
No, I like stayed and had a beer with the guy.
Yeah.
It was like,
That's how
I hear you, dude, because I kind of understood. I was like, oh yeah, I get it, dude. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
I'm not buying this beer. Give me a beer. Give me one of your beers. It's like fucking point a gun at me. Give me one of your beers, dude.
But not LCU host here. I like good for a segment or two. Oh, dude, I know. I like Matt. Matt, what do you bring to the table outside of like weird experiences? What skill sets do you have to be a streamer?
I'm a good talker. I like to talk about different topics. If I find a topic that I get into, then I'll get super excited. I'll start researching it, and then I'll want to talk about it. That's why I'm kind of only like pushing for the dark, because the stuff that we were kind of discussing might be on the dark is what I would be interested in. So, I want to go where I would be excited and animated to talk about like who started the mud floods. Was it the giants in Afghanistan? Like what the fuck happened? Like that's the kind of stuff that I want to get excited and talk about. I don't really want to like talk about me. I mean, I'm fine to, but like I would rather talk about just like crazy shit. And
I hear you. One
get
thing
into
that
it.
I think is important about bringing on a new host to the community is a lot of the way this works is you have to show face on other channels, right? And the other
Mhm.
channels don't all have like topic centric conversations, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
If you had to go into locale nerds, right? They talk about gaming, they talk about anime, they talk about comic books and movies. Would you be able to hold your own?
Absolutely, dude. I have a long box right here. I have several long boxes of comics upstairs. I've got a whole bunch of DVDs. I love movies. Yeah, I'm a total content consumer. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I like people are like, I'm gonna cancel Disney Plus. I'm like, nah, man. I keep watching it. I don't care. Like I was watching Andor. I love it all. You know.
Okay.
Even shitty Star because I remember when Captain America had like rubber ears. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, so anything, they're like, oh my God, Thunderbolts suck. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Just enjoy it. Like, whatever, you know. I mean, I'll like critique it because I've like worked in the industry a little bit, you know. So there's like, I'll watch a shitty movie and be like, okay, the lighting is pretty good. Okay, I do kind of like the costume, you know what I mean? So I can definitely hold my own on just
Solid.
random talking shit, you know what I mean? Like walking into a comic book store and just hanging out for a couple of hours talking shit. Like that's totally me.
My favorite age of comics was the Bronze era, right? Big fan of Marvel, big fan of the X-Men, huge fan of the X-Men, me personally. Heck says, hey Maddie, Katie says hello, you know you're getting clipped.
Good.
Good.
Hope so.
Show him all over the internet. Put him everywhere, guys.
Yeah,
spread his name around. You thought you made an insult? He wants it. All right, he wants you to watch. You and
promise me a good time. Shit.
You, your wife, and him. He wants you to watch. Anyways, I'm a fan. Oh no, because you're married. You're like, are you a family man?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Do you have like the classical family man values? Is that like where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay. People are saying,
you know, I
see
don't stop anybody from doing their shit in their house, you know, and I don't want anybody saying what I'm doing in my house. That's all. Yeah, I'm pretty conservative.
Okay, we are seeing the chat has voted. 141 people voted. 53% like you, right? I personally see a value here. I see potential. I think there's probably going to be a conversation about streamer presence for like improvement.
Okay.
I think that's probably it. Well, we'll get you into another show. Thank you for stopping by. We're gonna pull on another host. Is there anything you want to say to the audience before we put you out?
Thanks for voting for me. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, Matt.
Or I'll see you in the chat.
Daredevil. You have a camera, Daredevil?
Yeah, give me a second here. Bear with me. Yes, I do.
Hello. Oh, I've seen you before.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay. You're a little low. Let me see if I can turn that up on my end. All right,
My
say something.
fiance had me using this new camera. I want to make sure you can hear me good.
Yeah, I can hear you well. How's it going, Daredevil?
It's going all right here. I was here like, oh, Trials for Locale Dark. Oh, what's so dark about this? So far, I've seen nothing.
Nothing dark?
Nothing dark. I want to see edge. I want to see fire. What's gonna be the tea?
If you had a pass to commit one violent crime on one specific person, what's the crime and who's the person?
Many years ago, like in the early 2000s, I dealt with one of these. You can say they were a massive troll. They were a complete sociopath online. If I seen them today, I would tackle them to the floor and bash their skull into a tree. They were that bad.
Speak a little closer to your mic, by the way.
Like this?
Yeah, it's way better. Just like
better.
Make sure you're facing your microphone.
Okay. If I saw a sociopath I dealt with online, I would tackle them to the ground, bash their skull against a tree.
You don't want to name them? In Minecraft, by the way. In Minecraft. This is all theoretical.
Minecraft, obviously. I don't think they exist online anymore. They changed their names a lot of time, but they went by the name Aoi Oni, kind of like the game.
Yeah.
And they were someone who would like target a lot of people who were like, they were all females. And I noticed a pattern. There were females who were depressed because, you know, back in 2000s, everyone was kind of, it was like an edgy phase almost. Like girls and Tumblr, they all had their hair like flipped down on the side and everything. Like, and I'm someone who's on the deviant art community. Before it became a furry community, I left.
Yeah?
And
nice
it was
cat
actually
ears on the headphones, by the way.
Excuse me,
they're
cat
devil horns.
ears.
Your
Excuse me.
Your camera is set up incorrectly, pussy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here.
There you go.
Now you see some more of it. But yeah,
so
they were
that guy in particular
horrible.
is who you would go after in Minecraft.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. And it's got total PTSD. That's why I'm so funny with people online. I'm here like, okay, let me see how far I can talk with you and see if there's any red flags, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, you know.
No,
I've been
solid.
online a long time. I've seen some shit.
Well, hold on. How old are you?
I am 31.
31. Congrats, you made it past 30. You're now in the dirty
I
30.
made it. I'm alive. I am still not. I'm not underground anymore. I'm gonna tell you something. When I turned 18, I swear to God, my back threw out. And when I turned 26, I was here like, oh no, I'm an adult. No, no responsibilities. No, it all like hitting like as if I was going to war, but I'm surviving.
Two questions. One quick one, and then the other one's a main one. How was it like having braces early on?
You knew.
Oh yeah.
I was actually kind of, believe it or not, in the time I had them, it was actually a lot of people actually liked them. I was honestly ready to get train wrecked, for having them, because I was like one of the first kids in my grade to have them, and no, it didn't bother anyone. They liked it. They thought it was cool, especially since I could change the colors of the ribbons on them or whatever they call rubbers.
For the second question is, what is the most fucked up or wildest or weirdest thing that's happened to you?
The most fucked up thing.
Or weird or wild experience you've had?
So I'm going to give you some context. First, I cannot do drugs. I cannot drink. So most of the time, most people's stories come from that. I will say in high school, I got one for you. My graduation day.
Go for it.
So I was someone who hung out with a lot of boys. First of all, our graduation day was hot as hell. It was 100 degrees outside. And so all of us are sweating through our robes, dying. Everyone's happy but me because they're here thinking, oh yeah, I'm getting out of high school and we're going to be free and everything. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to go to college. It's going to suck balls. And, you know, the graduation after party. It was so cool. They had all sorts of fun things. A money machine. They had like Harry Potter themed stuff. They had moon bounce like slides and boxing ring of some sort of moon bounce. I don't know. Me and my friends are bouncing on the moon bounce slide, jumping off it, trying to do cool tricks and shit. And me trying to be hardcore, keeping up with it because they were doing flips. I did one too. But I did one in mid-air. So basically, I jumped and did the flip. And in that moment I was in the air, I was comprehending, oh, fuck, what did I just do? I landed thinking I was going to break my neck going down the slide. But I didn't break my neck. I landed at the bottom perfectly on my toes, dropping some change in my pocket. Then I felt a sharp pain. And I was like, oh, I'm fine. I start walking, and my foot's hurting like a motherfucker. And I'm just here like, guys, something's wrong. I don't know what it is. So my guy friends are here like waddling me to the nurse. She tells me I sprained my little toes. And I'm here like, huh? I never sprained anything my whole life. And it was only like an hour in of the party, which sucked. And my mother comes pick me up. She's like, what the fuck? And I'm here like, I don't know, Mom. I'm surprised too. I know. And so we go to our ghetto-ass hospital. And we're there for 5 hours. They tell me I broke it.
Oh,
and I'm here like, are you fucking kidding me?
So the wildest thing that's happened to you is you broke a toe.
By doing a flip like a idiot, trying to impress my friends.
Guys, that's crazy. Can we get no ways or ouchies in the chat, please?
It hurts. The worst part is it ruined my summer, and I got a shitty cast out of it. The thing is, I did a lot of stupid shit, and I just personally hold that one as one of my dumbest decisions in my life. There's times I climbed up a tree trying to break a big tree branch, and I fell down busting my ass, and I was known to be the girl who fell out of a tree for 2 weeks. I felt cool.
That rumor spread around?
It did.
So
because me and my friends ate outside for lunch, and we're just, You don't understand, dude. I'm impulsive. Like Daredevil was for a reason. I
Yeah.
did impulsive things.
So you went up to break a branch, right? Is what you're
It
saying?
was like really stuck on a tree. So I'm here like, yo, I got this because I'm thinking I'm so strong and I think I'm the
Yeah.
shit. And I'm here swinging, trying to. I
Do
fall
you
and
know?
bust my poor behind.
I'm a big fan of poetry. Do you know what rhymes with like tree stick?
The beating stick.
Kick. Well, that was her. I could not go through that. I was guys. I'm looking for people that have personalities, people that have something going on in their lives. Chat, be honest. be fucking fair with me. As truthful as you can be. If I'm asking for your wildest stories and you're like, I sprained my toes and found out I broke one. It's not for it. I'm not for it. Hate me if you want. Chat, I'll put a poll if you think I'm an asshole for it. But I could. Overlord says, holy fuck, man, that was torture. I'm going to show that comment. Bring it on. Scorpigus. Hello, sir.
Hello, Tech Protect. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I do want to say, be 100% honest and upfront. I know this guy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I'd like to apologize to the audience right off the bat that he has to know me, but I'll do what I can.
I gotta turn your mic down. There you go. You're good. You're good. Keep
Little
going.
loud?
No, yeah.
Solid, solid.
I do 200% almost.
So, yeah.
Well, everybody, this is the Scorpigus. He was a popular horror game streamer on TikTok when that was rolling through. Pretty sure there's another claim to fame, right? Do you want to talk about your musical success?
I could do that. I happened to win a world championship at a very niche instrument that nobody gives a fuck about. So,
which was?
I don't know. It was cajon. It's a box drum.
The box.
I
drum.
hate myself even saying it.
So technically, you were like a professional beatboxer. You'd beat a box.
Oh. Just a bit. Shit, a little. He's doxing. Ah.
Yeah, people are saying here.
I can beat the box.
Tech's ex-boyfriend. I wish. All right, I definitely would have gone for this.
We all know he would have left me. We already know this.
Oh,
like right off the bat, just from saying, well, because you're successful.
No, I'm not successful. I'm a fucking nobody. I do want to say, all right, I've been asking all the hosts. I know I have a understanding of who you are. I know who you are, and I think we get along.
I hope so.
Yeah. What is the wildest thing that's ever happened to you? Wild or crazy, gross, anything you want to say. The audience needs to know about you.
Well, I stubbed my toe.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
I got him. No, so sorry. No, I had. I've had a very long and interesting life. I'm much older than I look, and I was a touring musician for many years. I mean, I guess that's relative, but 5 or 6. Went across the country, and within the space of a week, I caught a nasty virus that left me bedridden and unable to be a functional human being from society. And from there on, severely agoraphobic. And now I can't walk more than about 100 feet from my house. So I can go into detail, but I don't want to make everyone sad. This is lolcow dark, not sad.
Yeah, the chat is saying they think you're 30 or 40 years old. Because you said you look like younger than you
40?
are.
What the fuck?
Don't say how old you are. Chat, can we get your guesses on how old this fucking guy is?
My hair, it's the hairline, god damn it.
Show the hair.
I'm not. I might show the hair, but we might need some super chats for that. I don't know. We might need some. We might need something. We might need. Go ahead and show your support for LolCow. The amazing work Tech Protect is doing for the world of entertainment itself. What a legend he is.
So many people are giving you above 35. I'm seeing a lot of like 33s, 32s. Yeah. So a little background on Scorpius. He is like truly agoraphobic. Like, what is it? Your limit is like what, 2 blocks, 3 blocks from your house?
It depends. It depends. It's contextual. It depends who's here. It depends how my life is going. It can be rough. 2-3 blocks is super. That's apropos for sure.
If you had a show, people might want to donate to see you go outside. People might want to give you money to be like, hey, the grocery store that's like 3 blocks from you. Go to that one, bitch. Like
This is a volunteer psychic damage. I'm confused. Okay, fine. I mean, you know what? For the cause.
For the
Sure,
cause.
I do. For the fucking cause.
If you had your own show, right? What are
Sure.
some topics that you're like fairly interested in that you think you'd have like a genuine conversation with?
I'd love to. I mean, a lot of nerd stuff I'd love to do. Supernatural stuff I'd love to do. And I've seen Supernatural, the show, before, so I'm kind of an expert. I would list rank the fuckability of ghosts on 1 to 10, different kinds, Rougarous. There's a whole specters. There's a whole list. We can go dark.
Can go dark.
Yeah, there's comic book scaling, anime stuff, current events. We could talk about the Pope. Well, I mean, what do you want to do? What do you want to do right now?
Well, we brought you on towards the end of the show. We have literally 2 minutes.
Of course.
But
let's make it count.
We're showing some face. We're getting you to know the audience. If you could fuck any of the co-hosts that are on this network, who would it be? Oh, you bitch. People are saying, "Oh, this guy's adorable. Oh, he has potential." They kind of like you, but you are like I'd say you're an attractive guy, right? And that
I
counts for
appreciate it.
something.
You don't have to lie to me, but I appreciate it. I mean, that's super sweet of you to do. And by the way, he would do this like out in the world too. He is that guy. Himothy himself.
Me.
He is the solar flare, the X-28 solar flare that just happened. That's techie per techie.
Yeah. Would you be willing to rebrand yourself to Twinkagus?
Yes.
Just
well, maybe no. I don't know. I have to talk to my agent. How about that?
Yeah, sure. Keklin in the chat says, I like this guy a lot. Sunny Singh says, kick him. The headphones are a dead giveaway, says ETX.
Okay, we can talk about that right now if you want to, because I have, you know what, I'll do this. These just broke, cheap Chinese connector parts, and this is what's left, okay? So we don't class shame around here.
We don't class
Thank
shame.
you.
Speaking about class shaming,
I do, but they
that
don't.
was the end of the show. We have to redirect to Locale Nerds. Scorpicus, I'm going to want you to come onto a show a little bit earlier next time, which should be Monday, 9 a.m. PST, noon EST. All right, audience, we love you.
I'll be there. I promise.
People are pointing out the upside down cross. Don't point that out to Keemstar. Everybody, thank you for checking out Locale Dark. We're going to send you over to Locale Nerds. Really appreciate you coming in, being a fan of the show. We love you guys. Now we're going to hit play on the song. The music's playing.
It's time for Locale, but we're taking raw stuff. Bring your know-how, try not to jack off. It's time for night.
Sending you over now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the donos. Thank you, Keemstar, for 50 members. I'm taking that money. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right. Sending you over now. 3, 2. Let me make sure the redirectors say actually fuck me. I don't want to get fucking fired. At least not yet. All right. End stream. Bye.